next presenter is from Attainment Company. It's John Carbo and Joni Nygaard. They are presenting on GoTalk Now's Hidden Gems. So I'm going to turn it over to them right now. John and Joni, it's all yours.
Wow, well, welcome. We appreciate ATIA pulling all of us together this afternoon at a busy time in our school years. We hope that some of you are already using Attainment Company products in your settings. Today, we want to share some hidden gems of GoTalk Now. If you're a real experienced GoTalk Now user, perhaps some of them won't be quite so hidden, but hopefully everyone will walk away with a couple of insights and tips on GoTalk Now and features that you can find within it. The hidden gems relate to voices, symbol variations, communication books, template gallery, and expressions to social media. And of course, stay tuned and you may win a gem towards the end. John, hopefully you can take it away. We appreciate you being with us today.
All right, it is so nice to see everyone. Thank you for joining us. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. For those who may not be familiar, GoTalk Now is our premier AAC app for the iPad. It is a very robust tool that has lots of different features and configurations for people. And but there are also some of these hidden gems that we want to kind of discuss today. A lot of these gems that we're going to be looking at can be found here in the downloads section. So we have a number of additional items that people are able to download and utilize in their app. These have been designed by experienced AAC professionals, either for their own clientele or upon our request. The books all share the common goal to assist individuals who have complex communication needs so they can communicate in their own voice, wants, needs, ideas. The first set that we are going to look at are the core word books here at the top of the screen. These are included they're included with GoTalk Now as free downloads. When you go to this screen, you will see a number of them are available to download, and you can just add them right into your existing pages if you would like. These are small books that are field tested and based upon research in the field. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into this the basic configuration, which is just this grid of 4, which has 4 of these kind of core vocabulary. That just is kind of a good place for those beginning to use AAC.
Hi.
When I head back out, we have several different configurations all the way up to a 36 grid, which includes more of that core vocabulary. And this one is a little more robust in that, so all of the buttons we see on screen now are constant, but depending on what selection I choose,
Social.
Different items will appear along the top of the screen.
Oops.
And then that kind of resets back to the beginning. And again, so those are the core word books. Those are included free with GoTalk Now. Like all of our downloadable books, these can be fully edited. If you want to change some of the symbols or images or change some buttons, rearrange them at all, you do have the ability to do so. All right, next up is Ready, Set, Communicate, a book of 42 pages designed to provide a framework to individualize pages for beginning communicators. The vocabulary is focused for 3 to 10-year-olds. This Ready, Set, Communicate is also included with our GoTalk Now Plus app as one of the extra features that is included with that like premium bundled version of GoTalk Now. So this one looks a little bit different. We have this express bar at the top of the screen where we can construct sentences. When I tap on a button, those will gather up in that express bar, and those will remain constant among pages. So in this particular arrangement, the green buttons along the bottom are set up for navigation. So if I go to mealtime and then drinks, you'll notice that that I want is still present up at the top of the screen. And then when I tap on that bar, all of those buttons will play in sequence.
I want juice.
So this is another option. This one is Ready, Set, Communicate. Heading back to the main menu. Another one I would like to demonstrate is Participate Now. This is designed for students in pre-K through third grade to actively participate in the classroom. The pre-stored phrases use symbol sticks with a consistent strategy to access or navigate to comments, questions, needs, or additional categories. Another thing that we can kind of demonstrate in this book is that GoTalk Now is fully switch compatible. I currently have the screen set up as a switch for scanning. So when I tap on the left side of the screen, that acts as kind of initiating the scan. And I also have it set up that we have a number of different scanning patterns available in the app. The default would just be to go by button, but I have this one set up by row. And there are also options for by column or by quadrant as well. But then if I tap on the right side of the screen, it will go through.
I need something.
And the scan can resume when I get on the
categories.
As soon as I get to the next page. One of the nifty little things about this book are the different pages that are set up for use in the classroom, including a letter sounds page.
Question. Read ABCs. Letter sounds.
And these are actually narrated to hear the letter sounds. So just so then there's some cool math pages in here as well that have that you can that have the ability to count by numbers, count by tens, just lots of different fun school activities in this one. Now to change it up just for something a little different, we also have Comunicarte. This one is designed for Spanish-speaking individuals, and this book is also included in our GoTalk Now Espanol app, which is a Spanish language version of our GoTalk Now Plus that comes with Spanish voices, it comes with this book, and comes with PCS symbols in Spanish as well. So the pages in GoTalk Now can be programmed in any language that the iPad supports. So you can utilize built-in iOS voices. You can, whatever on-screen keyboard you have access to, you can use those as well. And this one also is set up with the express bar up top.
Yo me gusta.
And is using one of those Spanish voices that we have available as well. Also something a little more specific is the Tactile Talk book. This is designed for individuals with visual impairment and is paired with a number of tactile overlays that come with the Tactile Talk toolkit. So there are a number of overlays that you would place over the iPad that have different objects that you can feel around. And those would kind of go, you may notice that each of these buttons has a big empty space on the left. That is where the physical object would be. And in this book, the left half of each button is inactive. So you can feel around on those objects without worrying about making a selection. When you find the object that you are looking for, you can tap to the right of it.
Sensory break.
And that will
I need
activate.
a sensory break.
And then at this point, I would remove the overlay from that main menu and then put on the sensory overlay. And again, this is part of the Tactile Talk toolkit.
John, I'm going to pause
Yes.
there for a second. And the questions are coming in faster than I can type. So I just wanted to ask your thought on two questions here. Can we use
Great.
the VPP with Apple to purchase in-app books? I believe the answer to that is no, but I wanted to clarify with you.
That is correct. VPP, there are issues with being able to purchase in-app purchases through that mechanism, but there is another mechanism that if you reach out to us at Attainment Company, we do have other options that we kind of can explore.
Thank you very much. And can you use 2 languages to support English learners? I believe that question relates to Communicarte. And I believe the answer technically is no, but you can use the Spanish version and or create an English version similar to it.
There is kind of a way that we can do it. It's buttons can be set with, you may have noticed when I was going through scanning, sometimes as soon as the scan would hit a button, it would say something. That is playing an auditory cue. So that is a separate audio message from the main message. And you can set a different voice for each of those things. So you could have a button when you first touch it, say something in one language, and then when you tap it again, it would say something in a second language.
John, that's a great creative answer. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can continue after the GoTalk Tactile Talk Toolkit.
All right, sounds good. I've got just a couple more books to show you before we move on to a few more of these hidden gems. Next up is AAC to Go, a comprehensive communication system for conversation, literacy, and participation. Over 250 pages for beginning communicators, teen or young adult. So there are different books. This one is for girls aged 3 to 10. There's also one for girls aged 11 and up that just has some of the content switched around. When I go to this first page, if I tap on the info button up here, it brings me to a screen that has just a little bit of information from the author. When I tap start, this will take me to kind of the jumping off point. These are different categories at the beginning that kind of take me to different places. Here are some items related to things that would happen at home. You notice when I tap on one, it kind of takes that selection and then takes me to a new screen that has a bunch of related content. And again, this one is 250 pages long, so it does have quite a bit of content to go through. And just to say it again, that any of these books that we've looked at so far, you can change, you can add more pages at the end, you can put your own photos in. Everything is fully customizable once you download it. Lastly is Talk All Day, often used by teens and young adults to communicate in daily living activities. Choose between using word-by-word expressions or short pre-made phrases. When you download the book, again, this one has some info from the author that just gives you some context about the book. And then when I hit start, this one also has a menu page that is based on, kind of different contexts that I might be in. Also makes use of the express bar as well. So yeah, that is just kind of a short overview of a number of communication books. So these are great places for people to kind of start when they get the app. Again, these are found in the downloads section from the main menu. those first core word books are up top here. Those are the free ones that are included with the app. And then pre-made communication books is where you would find the other ones
the
that
current, the previous one was Kathleen Collins-Erkey.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
And I'm assuming she's been removed.
I'm sorry. I didn't
I
quite hear
muted
the
that
question.
person. I think that they unmuted. I muted them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Gotcha. Thank you.
John,
Joni?
there's one more question that I think deserves a verbal answer.
Absolutely.
Is there any consideration that GoTalk Now will become available for the iPhone? And at this point, I believe that we just need to introduce it to Go Visual.
Yes, so you are correct. GoTalk Now is an iPad-only app. It is not available for iPhones, but we do have a companion app called Go Visual Scene Maker. And funny that you bring that up for AAC awareness coming up on October 19th. That app will be 50% off. And the way that app is based on the idea of video scene displays, so that you can have your own videos, you can put hotspots on them. Those hotspots can speak just like a GoTalk Now button. They can jump around to different scenes as well. And that app actually connects to GoTalk Now as well. You can program buttons in each so it can hop back and forth together. Go Visual is available for the iPad and iPhone, but GoTalk Now is an iPad-only app.
And just a little tidbit about Go Visual, you are able to add grid pages to Go Visual. So while it's not the answer you were hoping for in terms of GoTalk Now, there is at least some options for communication from Attainment Company on the iPhone. So please feel free to keep going, John.
Absolutely. So a couple other little things we'll talk about quickly here. Symbol variations. Another thing that we offer in GoTalk Now are a number of different image libraries. Again, these are accessed in that download section. We've got the GoTalk image library included for free. And I'm actually just going to hop out and kind of show you. I head into the page editor here. Symbol Sticks now has support for different skin tones. So right now I'm in the editor where I would go to design and create buttons. When I tap on a button, it becomes full screen. Then I go to add image, and these are the different image libraries I have to choose from. With Symbol Sticks, it is already categorized, so I can browse by different category. And you may notice we have our little skin tone filter up here along the top. So right now it is showing all of the different skin tones at once, but if I tap on one, it will then filter by just that, by that tone. I'm also able to type in a word. Ruh-roh, it's thinking. The old curse of the live presentation. One moment. Sorry about that, but yeah, so with Symbol Sticks, it has all of those different skin tone variations, which is was an exciting thing to add. PCS also has a large number of different options available, also categorized. So those that are familiar with those board maker users, those are good to go as well. Also have PCS thin line and high contrast available as well. Each one of these is showing one of the options for run. All right, another thing we have in our download section is our text-to-speech voice shop. We have access to all of the voices that are from iOS up here. We then also have several dozen voices from Acapella that are available. When you go through on this screen, each voice has a play button next to it. You can use that to hear an example. We're currently in the middle of an update that will add an additional 40 voices, which I think that gets us up to about 80 different options that you can choose from. So you can really find something that speaks for you. I'm going to head back into the editor. Another handy feature is the online gallery. So I just hit that big plus button down in the corner to create a new page. And we have an online gallery where anyone who has the app can upload and share things. We also, so if I go here, these are just a number of different templates that people have created. They have little screenshots. Some of them have descriptions as well. We also have, for those of you who use Attainment curricula, we have communication boards that are designed to go with some of our print curricula. And then one last little fun thing here is the ability to express yourself to social media. When you're using a book that has the express bar, when I put things up there, if I tap and hold my finger down, I now get the option to share, and I can do by images or text. When I hit images, the way that this works is this will send an image representation. So if I go to kind of hit a new email, this shows you that I can send these images out. I can also send just the text, but to go back just one, so I could send this as a text message. If I am an iPhone user and have my messages apps linked, I can also post to Twitter. And I will kick it back to Joni for our closing remarks.
Good.